What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Peace, power, many blessings, and much love to all you guys who clicked on tonight's video. So I titled tonight's vid For the Sake of Others, because I want to go into detail with you guys about why it's so important to put out good energy, why it's so important to love yourself unconditionally, to love others, right? To treat people with respect. Most importantly, yourself, man, because people ain't going to respect you. People ain't going to love you if you don't even love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, right? And it's just as important to care for other people as much as you care for yourself. But I don't want to contradict myself by saying, do more for others than for yourself, because you do have to make sure that you're okay. You do have to make sure you are where you need to be at in life. You still need to make sure that your heart is where it needs to be in life, before you can truly start to love others. You got to love yourself first. But don't get it mixed up, man. All right, you still want to put out good energy. You still want to be mindful of the way that you talk to people, communicate with others, because like I've always said in many of my videos, like many other YouTubers have said in their videos, depending on the kind of content they make, you got to be wise with your decisions, because we're going to go through and have so many experiences in life, whether it's when we're alone by ourselves in silence, or when we're around large crowds of people, or the people that we've always been around, family, maybe a couple friends, whatever. All that matters is the righteousness that is within you and how much you truly pursue that path, how much you truly treat yourself well and others, because we can gain all this wisdom from our experiences. We can go through all these lessons in life, but if we don't love ourselves unconditionally, if we don't love each other unconditionally, then we remain stagnant in the emotions that we had before we started doing that, which was always angry at people, always being spiteful of others, always being jealous because we don't got what other people got. And a wise old teacher of mine, right, said that when people tend to ask other people, what's their purpose in life? We don't come to this life with a purpose, you guys. We, as spiritual beings that are merely existing in human vessels, these human bodies, we give life purpose. We have to go out and give life meaning, right? It doesn't come with a purpose. We give life purpose, and if your purpose is to go out and feed hungry children all over the world who have nothing, then that can be your purpose in life, so long as that you go through it all the way with your heart, man. Or if your purpose may be to set up animal adoption centers in your local area and make sure that these animals get a home, that they're warm, that they're fed, that they're loved unconditionally, then that can serve as your purpose, right? It really just depends on you, man. You give life meaning, you give life purpose. So you can't always go out and expect people just to give you the answers, but you can receive light codes, you can receive guidance, you can receive opinions, but ultimately it falls on you. But so long as you love yourself, so long as you do things out of the goodness of your own heart, your own spirit, and you put out good energy and you stay on the path and you do what's right because your heart's telling you that it's the right thing to do, even if your mind says, oh, no, your brain says, oh no, don't do that, there might be consequences. If your heart's telling you it's the right thing to do, then you got to decide that. Can't no one else do it for you unless you give them that power to do so. And I refuse to do that, man, because if I see something that's wrong, if you guys see something that's wrong, you're probably going to go do it because your heart says it's the right thing, right? Treating people right, man. Really not having high expectations out of life, because not everything is going to go in our favor, man. And you know what? You got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with what others are trying to teach you, even if it's not the complete whole truth, because there's always something that you can learn in life There's always something that you can learn from other people, from strangers. I've learned so much from people that I thought I'd never talk to, and I pass by them all the time. I've learned so much, man. That's why I have to express my gratitude for that. I gotta show my gratitude and give thanks to the universe, to my ancestors, for the wisdom that I've gained. I'm still a young man. I'm still learning. I still make mistakes. Some of you guys are, 30s, 40s, according to my analytics, man. But that don't matter. For anybody who needs to hear this, you guys know what it is. You know what the right thing is to do, right? People are going to have their opinions of you. People are going to try to put you down. People are going to disrespect you at times. But in the end, ultimately, what are you going to do? Are you going to look past that and be like, what, this person is only treating me this way because there's something inside of them that's unhealed. There's something inside of them that wasn't loved unconditionally. So therefore, it's rising up to the surface. It's boiling up to the point to where within them that I'm not meaning to do this because this is who I am naturally. It's because I maybe grew up without that love from my family. I grew up without that love from the people around me, from my peers. A lot of us had a rough childhood, man. Not just me, not just you guys. Other people, man. There's probably people who I passed by, man, who have no family. Right? Same thing for you guys, vice versa, man. But how would you really know unless you say, you know what? Let me ask this individual how they're doing. Let me ask this person, how's their day been so far? So I want to give you guys a little test, man. When you see somebody out and about, depending if you go to the grocery store, if you're going out for a walk, whatever the case may be, at the park or the gym, you see somebody who's got their head down, they're looking upset, ask that person how they're doing, man. Ask that person if they're okay. Because they just might not be. And they just might appreciate that someone actually cared enough to say, wow, man, hey, look, I don't know what you're going through, but I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing fine. And if you ever need to conversate, if you ever want to talk, and not just small talk, man, not sure, that's just a way to get the conversation going, but they'll be happy to know that there's another spirit, another righteous soul that actually is interacting, actually giving them good energy, that's actually concerned about their well-being, man. Right? And that's how we grow. That's how we connect as human beings, man, when we care for other people. Not always just trying to let people run us over and give them things without letting them know that in life, man, you got to put in the work to get something out of it. That's just how life goes, man. But that don't mean that you have to overdo yourself. That don't mean that you need to go out of your way to be somebody or not, to do something that you would never do, despite the riches that you may get in return. Right? It's like Bob Marley said, rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him. And he said, knowledge is worth more than silver and gold. Right? And I hope I didn't butcher that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But he said knowledge, I'll say knowledge and wisdom is worth more than silver and gold. And he was right. Because there is too many things out here in this reality that are good and bad that we can learn from. But ultimately, your choices dictate the timeline that you end up in. For all the new age folks out there. And all new age is mainly the same thing that, the now tainted conscious community talks about. It's just, they just categorize it as new age, man. But people fear what they don't understand. I know y'all have heard that before, man. Right? I know you guys heard that before. But, sometimes that's just how it is. There's always something you can learn, but you have to be open-minded to it. You have to have an open heart to be, you have to be willing and have an open, excuse me. I can't talk right, y'all. It's been a while. And it's cold out here too, man. So I apologize. But what I'm trying to say is, you have to have an open mind and an open heart to wanting to learn. You have to learn and really tame that ego and learn how to put it to the side and say, you know what? I'm not better than this individual, nor are they better than me. I'm not tougher than life. But you can damn well act like that you are, because then life has no choice but to respect you. Therefore, people see you as a leader, and people respect a man/woman who acts as a leader. Not typically, that's more of a man's role, but I'm only saying that for my ladies out there too, for all the ladies out there too, excuse me, who take that role of saying, you know what, I'm in control of my life, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated. The golden rule, do unto others as you would want them to do to you. Treat people right, man. Love yourself. Love others unconditionally, even if they may treat you wrong. Now, you may never forget it, but don't hold that in your heart, man. Because before you go, if you're still holding on to things from the past, if you're still angered towards somebody, it will hold you back, man. It will keep you down. And we are meant to ascend as spirits, man, not descend. But we absolutely can descend, man. That's totally up to us. We're given the choices. You know, there's so many choices that we can pick from, and we decide where we go. Right here. Here and now. We decide. You decide. We the collective, man, are part of the Mycelium Network. Dante just said that in his recent video. Shout out to him. I kind of figured he always knew about that, man. But Bro Sanchez talks about the same thing. And for those of you guys out there who don't know, the Mycelium Network is basically the fungal network that collects the entire collective. When we die, we become part of that network. Our consciousness is basically intertwined with that network, and it's a part of different neurological pathways that connect us to different realities where we exist and all that, man. But that starts to get more deeper into the esoteric side of it, and I'm still a student of that, so I'm not going to come on here and try to preach that to y'all and make it seem like I'm some guru in that field, because I am still a student myself. But more or less, the point of this video is, for the sake of others, treat people right, man. Treat yourself right. Love yourself. Do what you got to do to get yourself to where you need to be, to where you can finally have that sense of freedom. Not just financially, not just physically, but spiritually, mentally, right? You have no limits. You're not being held back by any negative weight, by any kind of negative emotions. You're not being held back by jealousy, anger, wrath. You're free within the heart space. Therefore, you can ascend. You can release this world. You can be set free from it. Therefore, embarking and traveling through the milky seas, man, towards a better future, a better reality for you, yourself, for others, for the ones you love, for your family, but most importantly for yourself, man. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. I loved making it. I hope you guys resonate. But if you don't, that means I still got work to do. But feel free to drop some likes up to help this video get out into the algorithm. That's all I ask of you guys. Drop some comments down below. I'd love to hear from y'all. Spread some positivity. Let me know how you guys been. Share your thoughts on what you guys think about the video, man. And also feel free to share the video. I'm not even going to tell you guys to subscribe, because if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. If you don't, you don't. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. All right. Peace.